Hello and welcome to another episode of Fulton Street Geeks. We have some things we're going to unbox today for the Firefly 335, or is it a 338? The world may never know. Anyhow, we got some packages that came today, and I know what some of this is. I don't believe everything came that was going to come, but let me just tear this one open, maybe. Sometimes they tear open easy, sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's easier just a cut. So we're going to be doing some more upgrades. If you have not watched the previous videos, what we did is we did a pick guard for a Gibson ES339, and we did Gibson surrounds for the humbuckers. And we also did some gold top witch hats. And the treble rhythm switch, we did the bezel around it and also installed a gold knob on the end. Now we're going to get into some deeper things. And what we should have here, oh, this is not what I thought it was. This is the tremolo bridge. And there's no instructions with these, and if you guys want to know how to do this, we're going to do a video on the install. So we'll show you that soon. And here is the tremolo bridge, and I will say that the chrome plating has came a long ways from what these things used to be, because this chrome plating on this thing is, this particular one anyhow, seems to be, we can get the plastic off. Oh, very nice chrome plating on this one. I hope you guys can see this. Very, very nice plating on this one. No defects that I see. And that is going to sit, of course, here on the guitar. And it's going to be quite nice. So we have this. And we have our screws. Enough screws in there, and a spring and a little plastic washer. So this is one thing that we are going to be installing. So that's pretty cool. If you guys want to know exactly what that is, it's by Winamo. They were kind enough to send this to me, and it's for an arch top, semi-hollow guitar. So it should fit, in theory, beautifully. So we'll see how that pans out. And we have a box, a big box here. Let's dive into this one. Who doesn't like unboxings, right? And once again, I'd like to thank these companies for sending this stuff to me. And what do we have in here? Oh, we got some goodies that I wasn't expecting. We have some Ernie Ball Slinkies, 9-42, cobalts. Very cool. We're going to need those. And we have a bag, a big bag of various guitar picks. Also very cool. And there's something missing, but it's on its way, and that is the roller bridge. But what I really wanted to show you was these GUYKER tuners, because we're going to be doing some tuners today. And these things got some pretty good reviews online, and I did go with the gold for the gold theme. Aren't they nice? Very, very nice tuners. And I think they're going to look quite amazing on here. Set it off. We'll match the surrounds nicely. And so that's pretty cool. We're going to get into installing those today shortly. And last but not least, I believe this is our guitar stand. Yes, it is. So GUYKER, thank you for the tuners. Much appreciated. sometimes I reach out to these companies and they're quite willing to help out and make things happen, especially when they're getting a bit of a review. And this is a neat little stand. Look at this. I believe this is an Amazon Basics. Yes, Amazon Basics, and it folds and collapses. Very, very cool. As a matter of fact, let's see exactly. So it's adjustable. It has an adjustable. So this will fit pretty much anything you want it to fit, which is really, really neat. And there we are. Look at that. That's not too bad. That is very cool. It does go wider. If you want it to go wider, to sit lower, you can do that. Let's see here. There we go. More of a stable base with it lower. You just pad it nicely and looks quite nice on there. Get you a little bit better of a view here. There you are. Very nice. Very, very nice indeed. So what do you think, guys? Pretty cool stuff. Let's take this, set this down here. So these tuners appear to be pretty nice. And what do we get? We get the tuners, we get our nuts, and everything appears to be here. So that's a good thing. Let's line these up and let's get ready for our tuner install. What do you say? Stay right there, guys. And we also have these screws, which are also the right color. They feel nice. Okay. Stay right there. We'll be right back. Okay, so here we are. Now, we got the strings taken off the tuners here. And now is a good time, and I don't know if I've told you guys this, but what I like to use on my fretboards, believe it or not, is organic coconut oil. And it really conditions the fretboard quite well. You don't want to let it sit. Put it on quickly. And yes, this trick has been done for a long, long, long time. A lot of people don't know about it. You don't want to let it sit though. That is, you can see how that shines that up nicely, and it really conditions the fretboard. Very nice. As long as we got it out. And you can also use the coconut oil, believe it or not, in your nut to make sure your strings are sliding through properly. Get up against each side of your fret. Don't let it sit. It's just a quick on and off application, and it lasts a very, very long time. Keeps everything playing nice and fast. And they did an amazing fret job on this guitar right from the factory, which is really cool. So what are we doing today? We're going to do these tuners up here. We're going to do the tuners, but also we're going to be installing a Vibrato, and it is an Amazon Vibrato, and I have never installed one of these before, so that's going to be a first. Now let's flip this over, and there's the back of our guitar, or as I like to say, our ooey baby. And there is our bridge that just fell off there. And there we are. Set those to the side. Everything is nice, and this is pretty decent quality stuff that come on it. It's not too bad. So let's grab our small. Well, first we're going to undo our nut over here on top. Let's take this off first. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. And make sure we got the right size here. Here we are. And not that these tuners did not hold tune, they did. I just wanted to go with the gold. I gotta get that, pop that off there. Let's see. hopefully everything comes apart easily. There's our old tuners. And they're nice. Very nice. Okay. Not too shabby. So we can find our right hand. That is a left. This is a right. There's a right hand right there. Slide that on there, and as you can see, that's going to look quite nice. And I do have the screws. I'm going to start one, but not. We'll start one, but we won't tighten it. And that'll just hold it in place a bit. Okay, there's that. And then we will get our washer. Now, I'm tempted to use the silver washer here. Tempted. And that washer, I don't know if that would look good like that or not. Silver washer on gold. I don't know. I'm thinking that would look very nice. Or do we do the all gold? But we have silver and gold down here. I think silver and gold up top would look very good. Let's do it. Why talk about it? Let's do it. So we're going to snug that one. There we are. We'll tighten everything up afterwards. There is that. I can go back later on to change those. And it actually, if I use these other tuners, these old tuners, it would give them a hint of a bling for the old tuners. So let's do that. Very cool. Very cool indeed. Okay. So let's break all these free. Nothing should be over tight. They should come free rather easy. If they don't, you're going to run into problems. There we are. Yes, I think the silver and the gold do look good together. And it's my build, so is that tight? Oh, it just wasn't on there. There we go. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Something zen about working on guitars. I'm a drum builder, but there's something zen about working on guitars also. As long as you're taking your time. Definitely gonna, I like those. I do like that silver and gold look with the silver washers. Very cool. And another thing, I don't have to worry about lifting any paint if I leave those on. Because when they build these things, it's almost like they build them when the clear is still wet. It seems that way sometimes, and who needs to get a crack or something, right? So we got those. Now we can flip it. Now that we know exactly what we're doing, let's flip it. Remove this one, but not tighten it. Make sure everything is nice and straight. I'm almost tempted to use the silver screws in there too, but we will stick with the gold. We will stick with the gold. Make sure I get a right hand one. There's a right. And let's use our gold screw. There you go. I am tempted to use the silver screws, but I'm not going to. And it appears that everything's going to line up nicely. So let's, again, nice and loose, not tight. Make sure everything's straight when we're done before we do any final tightening. Grab our other right hand, wherever that one is. I believe it's here. Right. And there we are. And our other screw. Now's a good time, guys, if you have a real dirty headstock, to clean it up too, but these aren't too bad. Now, I'm just snugging these. When I say snug, just a gentle snug, so they're still movable. And I hope that makes sense, because we want to get our other side on there. Let's go to this side. And let's install our, there we are. And that should center it and keep it straight in theory. Yeah, the silver and gold do look good together, in my opinion. And I'm not going to tighten these yet. I'm just going to snug them. And we're going to see how straight everything is in the back first. That one's not tightening. There we go. I think this, there we go. Everything's aligned properly, a good snug. Now we can see that our tuners are perfectly straight. And I hope you can see that. Our tuners are perfectly straight. Now I will tighten up the backs and then we will snug the fronts up. So now is when we put a little, and just snug. Sometimes if you want to, you can dip these in wax. You don't want to strip it out for sure. There, just snug. And those are perfectly lined up, which is really strange because these ones that were on it were not. So once again, I'm just going to take these out. And we'll go to the other side and remove them. Wrong one, guys. Get with the program, Mike. There we go. Okay. There we go. So, there we go. And that's the sticky part. See how they're coming out kind of a little difficult? That is because, like I said, the clear coat that they use is a little wet when they put these guitars together. So there's that. And we'll take our... These are locking tuners in case you guys are wondering. So these should be set a little bit loose so you can lock them in afterwards. And I'm going to start my screws once more. Not tight, just barely snug. What a difference in appearance. Now, I was on the fence about the tremolo. I say tremolo, I should say vibrato, because that's what it is. About what color, whether to use gold or silver. What I decided on the silver. One, because it was the one that they offered to send me. And two, I'm going to back this one out a little bit. Because it might have been too much gold. And I just wanted hints of gold. Let's take our nut, put that in there. Oh, that one's not going on easy, so there we go. You want to make sure that it goes on easy. You don't want to cross thread it because you're all done once you do that. You should start it with your fingers, and then this should screw on in theory. Once it starts with your fingers, there we are. These tuners look very, very good. And like I said, guys, I'm not a luthier. I just do this stuff for fun. And as you can see, I'm not taking special precautions. And if this was somebody else's guitar, I would, but it's mine, so I'm not. Now let's go back to this side and make sure all of our screws on each side, and we've already done this side, but I'm going to verify. Yep, okay. Tighten that one. Making sure it's in alignment, and they should be perfect alignment. Providing the holes were screwed or drilled properly, and they are. Very, very nice. And now we can go to the front and snug up the front. We can get our wrench to go the proper direction here. There we go. Just snug, guys, not tight, remember. Very cool, look at that. Okay, so tuners are done. We're not going to add strings right now, and like I said, these are locking tuners. And here is your locking mechanism here. I'm sure you guys know that already. But it looks very, very good. And this will all be polished up when we're done. And there is that part. Okay, here we go. I think that looks quite good. Show you guys here. It turned out quite nice. Pay no attention to the fingerprints. Very nice looking, and I do like the gold on top of them silver washers. And there is the back. These are GUYKER tuners, and they are locking tuners. So pretty nice. And thank you for watching Fulton Street Beats. I hope you liked this episode. Stick around. Our next episode will be installing the tremolo bridge. And I will try to shoot that video today. And although, I'm sorry, the vibrato, we will be installing the vibrato. The bridge is not here yet. The roller bridge is not here yet. So gonna have to wait to string it to do that, and then we'll set everything up. But we'll see if we can get that vibrato installed today. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.